Okay, Mike is going to explain to us what we're seeing at the front of the engine right now.
Okay, so this is your fuel filter. You remove this the same way that you remove the oil filter. Put something underneath, take the oil filter wrench, and you just unscrew it. When you unscrew it and you put the new one on, you put oil around the O-ring, and then you put it back on, screw it in tight.
And it's oil, not fuel, you put around the O-ring, even
Correct.
though it's a fuel filter.
Yes, you put oil around the O-ring. Any O-ring or rubber thing you put on an engine, it doesn't hurt to put a little bit of oil or a little bit of grease to make it easier to slide on.
Okay.
And it makes it easier to come off in the future.
Okay, so this is really our secondary. Is this our primary or secondary?
So this is your only fuel filter.
And that makes it primary and secondary.
It's primary and secondary. This is the whole shebang right here.
Okay.
Down here is your fuel pump.
Okay, and that's that round metal.
Yep, the round metal thing is the fuel pump. So if you're getting the engine to not run at all, then chances are this is not working. So if the engine is stalling out when you give it speed, or vibrating a lot and just having just no power at all, the fuel filter is probably clogged. Change it. When you're in the Caribbean, they, a lot of islands, their gas tanks usually have water in it, have debris in it. They're an island, so it's a lot harder to maintain those fuel stations than it is here in the States. So anytime you go down sailing around the Caribbean, be prepared to change this very, very often. So have, if you're going to be gone for a month, have 7 of them. I would say 7 per month if you're going to be using the engine quite often, because this always gets clogged up with stuff.
Okay.
But that's its job. You don't want that stuff to get into the engine.
All right. Now what's that? Now below it is the fuel pump.
Right. This is the fuel pump.
Okay.
So when you put this on, you have to prime it. So if you turn the key in the on position, what happens is the fuel pump will start to fill up the canister with fuel. So you do it about 3 times. Turn the key on.
Well, we don't have this boat, Mike. Just so you're aware, it doesn't have a key.
It has. Well, when you turn it on, it's got the push button on.
There's a push button below that I guess is like the key. Is that like the key in the first position on my car?
Position, yeah.
Okay, so when I press that bottom button.
Yeah, when you press the bottom button.
And I see the lights come on. I see the lights come on the panel. Okay.
That's activating this fuel pump.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then you press it off, you press it on, press it off, press it on, and now this should be primed, and you should be able to start it up.
Okay, so when we change the fuel filter, we then do that. We go up in the cockpit, and we turn on the bottom button on the boat that I thought just turned on the electrical system.
Yeah, well, this is part of the electrical system.
Okay, it does more than I thought it did.
Yep.
But you turn that on and off 3 or 4 times.
Yep.
Do you leave it on for any length of time, or is just
till it cycles through? Once the beeping stops or whatever. It usually takes about 3 or 4 seconds.
Okay, and then do that 3 or 4 times, and that will prime our fuel get the fuel filter filled with fuel.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that is the fuel system. That's everything you've got going on fuel wise.
Okay, then why don't we go to the next video for the next system?
Yep.